Chosen ones, listen carefully. If you've been feeling tested, delayed, or misunderstood, know this. Every challenge, every obstacle, every moment of silence is not against you. It is preparing you for divine elevation. Allah is putting you through the final test before your life transforms in ways you cannot yet imagine. Today, we are uncovering 7 powerful lessons that reveal how to navigate this sacred test. Strengthen your faith and step into the destiny Allah has prepared just for you. This is not a message for the ordinary, it is for those whom Allah has chosen to rise, shine, and lead. Stay with me, because what you are about to hear could change the way you see your trials forever. Every trial, every hardship, and every moment of difficulty that you are experiencing is not random, nor is it meant to break you. It is a deliberate and precise test from Allah, tailored uniquely for you, the chosen one. The challenges you face have been specifically designed to refine your soul, purify your heart, and elevate your character beyond what ordinary experiences could achieve. Allah knows exactly what your spirit can endure, exactly what your faith can handle, and exactly how much patience your heart can bear. And He calibrates your trials accordingly, never exceeding your capacity, but pushing you just enough to grow stronger, wiser, and closer to Him. These tests are like invisible architects, carefully reshaping your destiny, sculpting the person you are meant to become. They may come in the form of loss, betrayal, delay, loneliness, or confusion, but each one carries a hidden blessing, a hidden lesson that, once understood, becomes a key to unlocking your divine purpose. The world may misunderstand your struggle, people may question why you face what you do, but Allah's wisdom surpasses all human comprehension, and what feels like pain or injustice is actually a sacred opportunity to elevate yourself spiritually and emotionally. Remember, the chosen ones are never tested with trials that others face lightly, because your soul is destined for greatness that ordinary endurance cannot reach. Every moment of resistance you overcome, every tear you shed in patience, and every prayer whispered in secrecy is a seed being planted for your ultimate elevation. Even when doors close, when paths seem blocked, and when the world appears to conspire against you, know that these experiences are custom-designed lessons, perfectly suited to prepare you for the blessings, responsibilities, and divine purpose that await. The intensity of your trials is directly proportional to the magnitude of your future elevation. The heavier the test, the greater the rise. And so, embrace every challenge with faith, knowing that Allah, the Most Merciful, is intricately orchestrating every detail of your life, ensuring that nothing is wasted, that every difficulty has meaning, and that every step you take through hardship is leading you toward a destiny filled with light, honor, and divine closeness. Your trials are not random, your pain is not meaningless, and your patience is not unnoticed. Allah sees, Allah knows, and Allah is preparing you for a level of elevation reserved only for His chosen servants. Chosen one, understand this. The solitude, the quiet, and the moments when you feel completely alone are not signs of abandonment. They are signs of divine preparation. Allah, in His infinite wisdom, often separates the chosen ones from the distractions, attachments, and influences of this world to purify their hearts and refine their souls. In these moments of isolation, the heart is tested for sincerity, patience, and devotion. It is in the absence of comfort and the absence of worldly recognition that your true reliance on Allah is revealed. The loneliness you feel is a sacred classroom where every tear, every whispered prayer, and every moment of introspection strengthens the connection between your soul and the Creator. The heart, unclouded by the noise of the world, begins to see its true purpose, and the intentions behind every action are examined and purified. The distractions, the toxic relationships, the illusions of worldly pleasure, all are stripped away so that what remains is your authentic self, aligned with divine will and prepared for elevation. Through isolation, Allah teaches the chosen ones to turn inward, to find strength in His presence alone, and to realize that the ultimate source of fulfillment, guidance, and support is not people, possessions, or recognition, but Allah Himself. It is in these quiet, solitary moments that the seeds of faith are watered, the roots of patience grow deep, and the foundation of your destiny is fortified. The whispers of your soul, the reflections in your heart, and the sincerity in your secret prayers are shaping you in ways unseen by anyone else, and yet fully witnessed by Allah, the all-seeing, the all-knowing. Do not despair when the world seems distant, when doors of opportunity remain closed, or when your path feels lonely. These are signs that Allah is preparing your heart to receive blessings too vast, responsibilities too great, and wisdom too profound for the ordinary. Embrace your solitude, cherish it, and use it to cultivate a heart that is pure, unwavering, and fully aligned with the divine plan. This purification is not punishment, it is preparation. And when the time comes, the chosen one who has endured the quiet, embraced the solitude, and purified the heart through isolation will rise with a clarity, strength, and light that can only come from Allah's direct guidance. A light that will illuminate not just their path, but the paths of countless others who are waiting for the manifestation of divine purpose. Chosen one, understand that every delay you experience, every door that seems closed, every opportunity that is postponed, and every plan that doesn't unfold as you hoped, is not a rejection, a failure, or a punishment. It is a deliberate part of Allah's perfect plan, meticulously designed to prepare you for a destiny far greater than you can yet comprehend. These delays are not obstacles meant to discourage you. They are sacred intervals where your patience, resilience, and faith are tested, refined, and strengthened. Allah delays the chosen ones because rushing the elevation would lead to unripe outcomes, incomplete blessings, and a destiny that is not fully ready to be realized. In the silence of waiting, the soul matures, the heart learns unwavering trust, and the spirit becomes resilient against the distractions, temptations, and uncertainties of the world. Every moment of seeming inactivity is, in reality, a hidden classroom where lessons of patience, reliance, and surrender are being etched into your being. The universe may appear stagnant, circumstances may seem stagnant, but behind the scenes, Allah is arranging every detail, aligning every piece, and preparing your heart, mind, and soul for the moment when the doors finally open. The chosen ones are never hurried because their readiness determines the magnitude of their breakthrough. The delays teach you humility, gratitude, and the understanding that true success is not measured by speed or immediate recognition, but by depth, alignment with divine will, and the ability to rise fully prepared for the responsibilities and blessings that accompany elevation. Do not despair when the world's timeline does not match yours, for Allah's timing is always perfect, precise, and full of mercy. What feels like waiting is actually a sacred period of preparation, where your intentions are being purified, your faith is being strengthened, and your destiny is being woven in ways invisible to the human eye. Trust that every pause, every postponement, and every period of uncertainty is a sign that Allah is readying you for a rise so monumental that it will surpass not only your own expectations, but the imaginations of those around you. The chosen ones who endure these delays with patience, prayer, and trust will emerge not only victorious but fully equipped to embrace their divine purpose, illuminate the world with their light, and fulfill the destiny that Allah has carefully and lovingly prepared for them. Chosen one, understand this truth deeply. The magnitude of your elevation is always directly proportional to the weight of your struggle. Allah does not elevate the chosen ones through ease, comfort, or shortcuts, because true elevation requires strength of heart, resilience of spirit, and depth of faith that only the crucible of hardship can forge. Every challenge you face, the betrayals that pierce your trust, the losses that shake your heart, the obstacles that seem insurmountable, is not a punishment, but a sacred opportunity to rise above limitations that the world tries to impose. The nights of doubt, the days of waiting, the tears shed in silence, all are investments in your soul's capacity to shine. When Allah finally opens the doors of elevation, the struggle is the workshop in which your patience is honed, your sincerity is purified, and your intentions are aligned purely with Allah's will. Without struggle, the light of your elevation would not be as brilliant, the impact of your purpose would not be as transformative, and the lessons of your journey would remain incomplete. Every difficulty is a mirror, reflecting the areas where faith must grow, where reliance on Allah must deepen, and where your character must rise above worldly distraction. Those who face their trials with integrity, with trust, and with unwavering devotion are the ones who emerge luminous, spiritually anchored, and ready to embrace responsibilities that ordinary endurance cannot sustain. Understand that struggle is not random. It is divine architecture, precisely designed for you, the chosen one, to ensure that your rise is not only visible but undeniable, not only celebrated but impactful, and not only rewarding but transformative for yourself and for the Ummah. Every time you feel overwhelmed, remember that the heaviness you bear is a prelude to the greatness that Allah has prepared for you. Every challenge is a stepping stone, every heartbreak a teacher, and every moment of resistance a purification of your soul's readiness for elevation. Do not despise the struggle, for it is the very thing that will make your elevation unstoppable, your purpose unshakable, and your light irresistible. In every test, every setback, every moment that the world misunderstands or underestimates you, know that Allah is shaping you into a vessel of immense blessing, preparing you to rise not just for yourself, but for countless others whose paths will be illuminated by your triumph. The chosen ones are never rushed, never bypassed, and never elevated before they are fully prepared. The intensity of the struggle, the depth of the patience, and the steadfastness of your faith determine the height of your rise. So embrace every trial as a sacred tool, every difficulty as a divine lesson, and every moment of hardship as a necessary step toward a destiny so profound, so luminous, and so perfectly aligned with Allah's wisdom that, when it unfolds, it will leave no doubt that the chosen ones were always meant to rise above the world, not in spite of their struggle, but because of it. And the elevation that follows will be a testament not to luck, opportunity, or favor of men, but to the purity, resilience, and divine alignment of a heart and soul tested, tried, and perfected in the fires of life according to Allah's infinite knowledge and mercy. Chosen one, understand this profound truth. The people who doubt you, criticize you, oppose you, or even attempt to harm you are not enemies. In the ultimate sense, they are instruments in Allah's divine test, carefully placed in your life to refine your character, strengthen your patience, and reveal the depth of your faith. Every betrayal, every harsh word, every act of opposition is calibrated by Allah to measure not the strength of your power, but the resilience of your heart, the purity of your intentions, and the firmness of your reliance on Him. The chosen ones are never elevated without opposition because it is through confronting adversity that true mastery of self is achieved, that the soul's connection to Allah is deepened, and that spiritual authority is earned in ways that no worldly power or recognition could ever provide. Those who attempt to pull you down, whether knowingly or unknowingly, serve as mirrors, reflecting the areas in your soul that require patience, humility, and unwavering trust in Allah. Every whisper of slander, every attempt to undermine your efforts, every act of injustice is actually a divine tool, designed to separate the transient from the eternal, the superficial from the essential, and the worldly from the sacred. You may feel anger, frustration, or disappointment, but know that your response is the true measure of your elevation. To rise above, to remain dignified, and to continue walking your path with sincerity and reliance upon Allah is the ultimate demonstration of strength. The opposition you face is not meant to define you. It is meant to refine you, to reveal the layers of your faith, and to ensure that when the doors of divine elevation open, you are fully prepared to receive the responsibilities, the honor, and the blessings that accompany it. Those who oppose you may try to cast shadows over your path, but their efforts are futile against the divine alignment of your life. Every challenge they present is an opportunity to show that your faith is unshakable, your character is unwavering, and your reliance on Allah is absolute. Remember, the chosen ones are never left to face these trials alone. Allah observes every moment, every interaction, and every response, and He rewards the patient, the steadfast, and the sincere in ways that surpass human understanding. What others intend for harm, Allah can turn into a vehicle for your elevation, protection, and success. Those who oppose you unknowingly contribute to the sharpening of your resolve, the fortification of your spirit, and the purification of your heart. The trials involving others are rarely random. They are strategically placed in your life to test your humility, patience, and wisdom, ensuring that when you rise, you do so with integrity, compassion, and spiritual authority that cannot be shaken. Every insult, every betrayal, every unjust act is a seed for your growth, a catalyst for your enlightenment, and a precursor to the manifestation of blessings that are too immense to be contained by those who sought to oppose you. The chosen ones are never defeated by opposition. They are refined by it, strengthened through it, and elevated because of it. Trust in Allah's plan, remain patient, and never underestimate the divine wisdom behind every person who crosses your path. The opposition is never meaningless. It is a crucial part of your preparation, a sacred test to ensure that when your elevation comes, it comes fully, perfectly, and in alignment with your divine destiny. Your response to these challenges determines not only your success but the purity of the elevation that follows, and the chosen ones who pass this test with patience, integrity, and faith will experience a rise so profound, so transformative, and so divinely orchestrated that those who opposed them will witness the reality of Allah's justice, mercy, and power, realizing too late that their attempts to hinder you were nothing more than instruments in the hands of the Most Wise, preparing you for the greatness that has always been written in your destiny. Chosen one, know this. The final test before your divine elevation is often the one that no one sees, the one that takes place in the quiet chambers of your heart and the secret corners of your soul. It is silent, internal, and invisible to the world. Yet it is the most profound test of all, for it measures not your outward accomplishments, your recognition, or your power, but the depth of your faith, the sincerity of your intentions, and the purity of your reliance on Allah alone. This is the test that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary, the transient from the eternal, and the superficial from the truly devoted. It is in these private trials, when no one is watching, when the world is unaware of your struggle, and when your soul feels the weight of silence, that your real strength is forged. The final test is not about what you achieve externally, but about how you maintain your integrity, patience, and trust in Allah when there is no audience, no applause, and no immediate reward. It is the quiet examination of the heart, where every thought, every intention, every desire, and every choice is scrutinized by Allah, the all-knowing, the all-wise. Here, your reliance on worldly support is stripped away, and you are confronted with the ultimate question: will you continue to serve, obey, and submit to Allah purely for His sake, or will you waver when the comfort of recognition and validation is removed? The final test is designed to reveal the true depth of your love for Allah, the resilience of your spirit, and the unwavering focus of your soul on the path of divine purpose. Every moment of doubt, every pang of loneliness, every whisper of fear, and every temptation to compromise is part of this sacred trial, meticulously arranged by Allah to prepare you for elevation that cannot be achieved through external effort alone. The silence of this test is intentional, for it teaches you that true devotion, sincerity, and faith do not rely on others' approval, but on your direct connection with the Creator. The internal nature of this trial allows your character to be examined in its purest form, revealing whether your heart has been fully aligned with divine will, whether your intentions are untainted by ego, and whether your patience and reliance on Allah are absolute. This is why many chosen ones feel unseen, unheard, and misunderstood during this stage. Because the test is not for the world, it is for Allah, and the world is not yet ready to witness the preparation of greatness. Every prayer whispered in secrecy, every act of kindness done without recognition, every sacrifice made without reward, and every moment of submission amidst hardship is a part of this final internal refinement. The challenges may feel heavy, the nights long, and the moments of doubt profound, but they are all tools used by Allah to sculpt the chosen one into a vessel capable of carrying immense responsibility, blessings, and spiritual light. This test strips away attachment to outcomes, worldly praise, and temporary comfort, leaving only sincerity, patience, and complete trust in Allah as the foundation of your character. Those who endure this internal trial with steadfastness, who maintain their devotion in silence, and who remain patient amidst unseen struggles, emerge not only spiritually elevated but divinely prepared to embrace the responsibilities, guidance, and influence that Allah has destined for them. The lessons learned in this hidden, internal testing ground are far greater than anything the world could teach. The understanding that reliance on Allah is absolute, that inner peace is derived from submission alone, and that true strength comes from trusting the unseen plan of the all-knowing. The chosen ones who pass this stage shine with an unwavering light, a clarity of purpose, and a spiritual resilience that cannot be shaken, for they have been tempered in the fires of secret struggle, refined in the silence of unseen trials, and aligned perfectly with the divine will. When the elevation finally arrives, it is not only a reward but a natural outcome of preparation, a manifestation of divine wisdom, and proof that the chosen ones were always meant to rise above the world, not in spite of their trials, but because of them. And so, embrace the silence, cherish the solitude, endure the internal struggle, and trust that Allah sees, knows, and is meticulously preparing you for a level of divine elevation so profound, so transformative, and so perfectly aligned with His plan that it will leave no doubt that every hidden trial, every private tear, and every unseen act of devotion was worth it, for they have been building the foundation of your destiny in ways that only the most merciful could orchestrate. Chosen one, understand this truth with the deepest certainty. After enduring the trials, the isolation, the delays, the opposition, the internal struggles, and the silent tests of faith, your divine elevation is no longer a distant promise, it is imminent. Allah, in His infinite wisdom, has been orchestrating every detail of your journey, every step, every tear, every whispered prayer, every moment of patience, and every act of sincerity, meticulously aligning them to ensure that when the time arrives, your rise will be undeniable, unstoppable, and perfectly timed. Nothing in your life has been wasted. Nothing has been random. Nothing has been outside of Allah's sight and knowledge. The delays you experienced were to prepare you. The struggles were to refine you. The opposition was to strengthen you. And the silent internal tests were to purify your heart so that when the elevation manifests, you are fully ready to embrace it with humility, clarity, and unwavering faith. This is the culmination of every sacred lesson, the fulfillment of every divine preparation, and the manifestation of the destiny that Allah has written specifically for you, the chosen one. You will notice the signs slowly appearing, the paths opening, the blessings multiplying, the people aligning in your favor, the doors previously closed now swinging wide, and opportunities presenting themselves with a clarity and ease that can only be the work of divine orchestration. The world may still appear chaotic, unpredictable, or even opposing, but the unseen hand of Allah is moving everything into place, ensuring that your rise is flawless, complete, and in perfect harmony with His plan. Your patience will be rewarded in ways that surpass imagination. Your perseverance will yield results far beyond human expectation, and your faithfulness in the unseen will be honored with manifestations that leave no doubt about Allah's justice, mercy, and wisdom. Divine elevation is not merely about worldly success or recognition, it is about spiritual alignment, fulfillment of purpose, and the realization of a destiny that impacts not just your life, but the lives of countless others around you. The light that will shine through you is the reflection of your trials overcome, your sincerity preserved, and your reliance upon Allah unwavering. Those who doubted, opposed, or misunderstood, you will witness the reality of Allah's plan, and they will see that their efforts could not hinder what Allah had decreed. The elevation you are about to experience is a testament to your endurance, your patience, your integrity, and your connection with the Most Merciful. Every prayer you offered in solitude, every tear shed in secret, every act of devotion performed in silence, and every test endured with trust in Allah has been building toward this moment. The chosen ones who reach this stage carry not only blessings and honor but also responsibility, spiritual authority, and the ability to illuminate paths for others, inspire hearts, and transform lives in ways that reflect Allah's mercy and wisdom. This elevation is a declaration that Allah's chosen servants are never abandoned, never overlooked, and never unprepared. It is proof that divine timing, divine wisdom, and divine justice are always precise, perfect, and unfailing. As this moment approaches, the fear, doubt, and frustration of the past will dissolve, replaced by clarity, peace, and a sense of purpose that confirms your alignment with divine will. The world will recognize, not always immediately, but eventually, the greatness that has been silently cultivated in you. Divine elevation is imminent because the final test has been passed, the preparation has been completed, and Allah, the Most Wise, is ready to reveal the culmination of His plan through you. Stand firm in gratitude, humility, and continued reliance on Him, for the rise you are about to experience will be a living testament to the power of patience, faith, and unwavering trust in the One who never fails, never abandons, and never delays, except for your ultimate good. The chosen ones are poised now to step into their destiny, to claim the elevation that was written for them before time began, and to shine in a way that changes their own lives and the lives of those around them forever. Your trials, your patience, your faith, and your silent devotion have all been the invisible ladder to your imminent rise. The moment is near, the doors are opening, the elevation is coming. Trust, prepare your heart, and embrace the divine manifestation that has been awaiting you since the beginning of your journey. Allah's chosen ones rise not by chance, not by human favor, but by divine decree, perfect timing, and the culmination of a sacred preparation that no one else could endure. This is the moment where destiny aligns, purpose is fulfilled, and the rise that was always meant to be unstoppable becomes a living reality before your eyes. As Allah honors His promises to those who remain patient, sincere, and unwavering in their devotion, faith, and trust. The divine elevation you are about to experience is not just a reward, it is the fulfillment of a sacred covenant between you and your Creator, a declaration of your readiness, and a manifestation of the power, light, and purpose that has always resided within you as His chosen servant. Chosen ones. As we reach the end of this journey together, know this: every test, every delay, every moment of solitude, and every challenge you endured was a stepping stone toward the divine elevation Allah has prepared specifically for you. Your trials were not punishments, they were preparations. Your patience was not in vain, it was being multiplied. Your faith, your sincerity, and your unwavering trust in Allah have positioned you to rise beyond what you ever imagined, to shine in ways the world cannot ignore, and to fulfill a destiny that is uniquely yours. Remember, the final test has always been about what is in your heart, not what is seen by others, and those who remain steadfast, patient, and true to their faith are the ones who will witness the manifestation of Allah's promise. The doors of blessings, honor, and purpose are opening for you now. What was once delayed is arriving. What was once hidden is being revealed, and what was once uncertain is becoming clear. Stand firm in gratitude, walk with humility, and embrace the elevation that has been written for you since before time began. Your journey is a testament to the power of divine wisdom, the perfection of Allah's timing, and the unstoppable rise of His chosen servants. Never forget, the struggles were shaping you, the opposition was refining you, and the silence was preparing you for a light that will illuminate not just your path, but the lives of countless others. So rise, chosen one. Your elevation is here. Your purpose is calling. Your destiny is unfolding. And Allah, in His infinite mercy, has never left your side. Ameen.